Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm back with another art video, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to make pretty notes for school or just for fun. So let's get started. So this is my school notebook, and I just like making pretty calligraphy titles and neat handwriting using pen and like pretty colorful banners on the side. I usually like to use about 3 to 4 colors, and I don't know, it really ties in the whole thing together. Okay, now I'm going to show you this page. I did all of these a few days ago, and they're just themed words and hand lettering sort of things, and I think they were super fun to do, and they're just so colorful, and I love doing this. I did some cursive calligraphy kind and just some regular food themed words. I know donut is missing a T. I have trouble spacing out the letters, but I did add a T later on in the video. So I'm going to be doing 2 kinds of calligraphy today, one for school and one for food and like fun kind. So first you're going to need about 3 to 5 colors typically for the heading. So I got blue and some green. Definitely get darker and lighter of each color for highlights and shadows. Also, I like the Tombow brush pens because there's a brush tip and a fine tip. These are super fun, but if you don't have those, that's also okay. You can also use any just regular old marker. And lastly, a pen, and this just helps with the outlining. But you could also use a pencil if you're a little bit rough on calligraphy and want to sketch it out first. Okay, so I got out this chart to help me with the calligraphy, and now I'm going to get started. With the green, I'm just going to lightly write out the word math because this is the school example. So I'm going to just write out a subject, math, and just really any way you write it is okay. I'll be trying to do like cursive type kind of, and you can definitely change colors in between. I'm going to keep sticking with light green for the base color, and while doing this, it's more like doing layers actually, because I first start out with light green and later move on to the shadows and highlights. Okay, so here you can make some parts thicker and some parts thinner just for extra detail, you know, and I'm making some thick, some thin, and yeah, you can do whatever you want with this part, make it how you like, and we're going to move on to the shading and highlights next. Okay, I got out this dark green marker, and I'm just going to start from the bottom and start making some dark greenish shadows. You can typically do these anywhere on the calligraphy board, but it might not make as much sense, so I'm just doing them at the bottom because that's usually where the shadows are typically. So just have fun with it and make as much shadows as you want. Now I'm taking the light green or neon green and just adding a bit more variation in color. Now this part is when I take my color that I used originally and color over the shadows to make it really blend in. I'm not sure if this is the right way to blend in the colors, but this is how I do it. Just coloring over and making it blend in now. And just doing that a bit more, making it blending, and yeah. Now this part is optional, but I'm going to outline the whole thing in pen. It just really ties it in, makes it more bold in the end. So once you finish that, you can write or use your markers and make a few strips on the side just to make it tie it all together really. I do this because I like writing the date on those lines and it just looks really pretty in the end. Okay, I brought out this page back out again, and I just want to show you guys a few different ideas for the next kind of calligraphy we'll be doing. I'm going to be doing a food theme again, and I'm going to be doing watermelon. So these are the colors I got out: red, pinkish, and greens, and light greens and dark green, just for the highlights and shadows, and just testing out the colors to see which ones I like. And I'm thinking ahead right now because I'm going to use my pencil and just see spacing issue. So I'm just going to see if I can fit it all. Later I moved it to horizontally because I figured out it doesn't work this way. You'll see. Yep, I flipped it and now it's going to work horizontally. And for this watermelon word, I'm going to be doing bubble letters. I just like doing bubble letters because you can get more color inside of the word. Now I'm going to lightly erase it, just faintly, so I can still see the word, but also I don't want any pencil showing through the marker because it is not a good look with marker. Yeah, so I just erased some of it. That might not even be enough, but later you'll see what happens with the marker. I'm going to be using my light green and very gently coloring the bottom of the word, and later you'll see that I use the red for the top of the word, so it really ties in the watermelon theme. Right now you can sort of see how the pencil is showing through, but that's okay. I will be using pen later to outline the whole thing. Adding the shadows now. Now I'm grabbing the light pink and I'm just lightly coloring it, and later I'll use the darker pink for shadows. I add some final details like watermelon seeds, and I love it. Finally, I added the tea, and it is a complete donut now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys try out this fun hand lettering calligraphy, and I hope you have a great day.